How to deal with disrespect. Disrespect is a common challenge that we all face in life, and it can be very upsetting and frustrating. Have you ever been in a situation where someone's disrespect made you feel lost, frustrated, or unsure of how to react? If so, get ready for a transformative journey that will give you the wisdom and strength to not only deal with disrespect, but to thrive in the face of it. Imagine being able to stay calm and respond gracefully in the most difficult situations. In a world where rudeness and negativity can't disturb your inner peace and self-worth. This world is not just a distant dream. It's a reality that we are about to explore together. In a world where conflicts and negative interactions are all too common, these lessons will be your key to unlocking the ancient secrets of Stoic philosophy. The content on this channel is not just theory. It's a practical guide filled with real-world examples and actionable advice that will ensure you're well prepared to tackle disrespectful encounters with confidence. If you're ready to transform adversity into an opportunity for growth and learn how to keep your cool when it matters most, you found the right place. So, if you've ever wanted to be the master of your emotions and responses, if you've ever wished to rise above negativity and thrive in every situation, then stay with us until the end. Welcome to the journey of a better. In this video, we will explore 15 practical Stoic principles that can help us cope with disrespect in a better way. As usual, I challenge you to be strong and stay with me till the end of the video. Let's begin. 1. Keep your calm. One of the main teachings of Stoicism is that our reactions are influenced by our thoughts rather than the events themselves. As Epictetus pointed out, people are upset not by external events but by their perception of those events. This implies that disrespect itself is not inherently damaging or offensive. It is our own interpretation and evaluation of it that causes us to feel upset or angry. When someone shows disrespect towards you, it is important to remember that their actions are a result of their own thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, and not a reflection of your true worth or value. Keeping this in mind can help you stay calm and prevent their disrespect from affecting your emotional well-being. 2. Reflect on yourself. Another important aspect of Stoicism is the practice of self-reflection and self-examination. The Stoics believed that the quality of our thoughts determines the quality of our lives, and that we should always strive to improve ourselves and our actions. As Marcus Aurelius said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. When you face disrespect, it is essential to reflect on yourself and ask questions like, is there any truth in what the person said or did? Did I do or say anything that provoked this situation? How can I respond in a way that is consistent with my values and virtues? By reflecting on yourself and the situation objectively, you can gain a better understanding of the event and your own role in it. Self-reflection is a Stoic way of ensuring that your responses are based on rational judgment rather than impulsive reactions. It helps you learn from the situation and promotes personal growth and wisdom. 3. Learn to pause. Seneca once mentioned that when you feel angry, it's not just about the present issue, you're also strengthening a negative habit. Stoics prioritize self-control and rationality, believing that giving in to strong emotions like anger or frustration can lead to unwise choices and unnecessary pain. Instead of impulsively reacting to disrespect, the Stoic approach suggests taking a moment to gather your thoughts. This pause helps you regain control over your emotions, enabling you to respond more thoughtfully. By resisting the immediate urge to react, you can align your response with Stoic values of wisdom and self-control. This method often results in more constructive and less emotionally charged interactions when confronted with disrespect. Pausing is a vital Stoic technique for maintaining composure and making rational decisions in the face of disrespect, ultimately leading to positive outcomes and personal development. 4. Have empathy. Epictetus and other influential Stoic philosophers advise not to seek goodness in external things, but to seek it within yourselves. Stoics believe in the interconnectedness of humanity and that understanding the motivations and emotions of others can lead to better interactions and personal growth. When someone shows disrespect, Stoicism suggests practicing empathy. Try to put yourself in the other person's shoes and understand their perspective. Empathy can help you see the situation from a different angle and realize that the person's disrespect may not be personal or intentional, but may be caused by their own insecurities, fears, or ignorance. Empathy can also help you feel compassion for the person and reduce your negative feelings towards them. By empathizing with the person who disrespected you, you can avoid taking their words or actions personally and respond in a more respectful and dignified manner. Empathy helps you to understand the person's perspective, feelings, and motivations. Instead of getting angry or defensive, you can respond with kindness and respect. This way, you can avoid escalating the conflict and maintain your dignity. Empathy also reflects the Stoic principles of wisdom, compassion, and self-improvement. It enables you to learn from challenging situations and grow as a person. By practicing empathy, you can cope with disrespect in a more positive and constructive way. If you've made it this far into the video, consider yourself an exception for your strength. Let's make it to the end of the video together. 5. Concentrate on virtue. One of the main ideas of Stoicism is to develop virtues such as wisdom and courage. These qualities help us live well and act rightly. Seneca, a famous Stoic philosopher, wrote that virtue is nothing else than right reason. This means that being virtuous is the same as being rational and consistent with the natural order of things. Stoics believe that virtue is the highest good in life and that everything else is indifferent. When we face disrespect from others, Stoicism teaches us to focus on virtue in our response. This does not mean that we should ignore or tolerate the disrespect, but rather that we should respond in a way that reflects our Stoic values and principles. By focusing on virtue, we can avoid being influenced by our emotions, maintain our dignity and integrity, and grow as a person. Stoicism challenges us to be the best version of ourselves, even in difficult situations. 6. Embrace acceptance. One of the key lessons of Stoicism is to accept the things that are not in our control, such as the disrespect of others. Epictetus said that a wise man does not grieve for the things he does not have, but rejoices for those he does. This means we should be grateful for what we have and not worry about what we lack. Stoicism also teaches us to distinguish between what is in our control and what is not, known as the Stoic dichotomy of control. We can only control our own thoughts, feelings, and actions, not external events or the behavior of others. Therefore, when we face disrespect, we should not let it affect our inner peace. Instead, we should accept it as a part of life and focus on what we can do to improve ourselves and our situation. By accepting disrespect with Stoicism, we can avoid unnecessary anger, frustration, and resentment. We can also learn from the experience and grow as a person, helping us deal with disrespect in a rational and calm way. 7. Use humor. Sometimes a little laughter can be very helpful, as the ancient philosopher Seneca suggested. According to him, true mastery of oneself is demonstrated when one can effectively handle situations that should not be taken too seriously. Stoicism teaches us to regulate our emotions and behave rationally, while also acknowledging the importance of humor in dealing with difficult circumstances. Humor can assist us in maintaining emotional equilibrium and prevent us from becoming excessively angry or irritated when faced with disrespect. Rather than allowing our emotions to control us, we can opt to respond with a clever quip or a light-hearted joke. It is important to note that humor should be employed judiciously and not excessively. Nevertheless, it can serve as a valuable Stoic strategy for managing disrespect in a manner that fosters a more positive and harmonious resolution. 8. Set clear boundaries. Stoicism is not about passivity, but about strength and resilience. It involves confronting disrespect and injustice, recognizing one's own value, and insisting on respect. It means managing what is within our control and releasing what is not. When faced with disrespect, there is no need to tolerate it or respond with anger. Instead, one can address the situation calmly and assertively, establishing boundaries that safeguard dignity and self-respect. Stoicism encourages us to be strong, fair, and brave, to value both ourselves and others, and to uphold composure and dignity in all circumstances. 9. Choose forgiveness. Imagine someone disrespects you. How do you react? Do you lash out in anger, or do you let it go? The ancient philosophy of Stoicism has some wisdom to offer. Stoics believe that forgiveness is not a favor to the other person, but a gift to yourself. Forgiveness is the key to inner peace and happiness. But forgiveness is not easy. It does not mean forgetting or approving what happened. It means choosing to release the negative emotions that are hurting you more than anyone else. Stoics say that we should forgive all, but not indiscriminately. We should forgive wisely, with compassion and justice. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. We can't control how others behave, but we can control how we respond. We can choose to forgive and free ourselves from the burden of anger and resentment. We can choose to move on with a sense of inner peace and tranquility. That's what Stoicism means by forgiveness. It's not a weakness, but a strength. It's not a surrender, but a victory. It's not a sacrifice, but a reward. Forgiveness is the ultimate act of self-care and personal growth. 10. Change your perspective. Having perspective is crucial as it allows you to view situations from a wider and more objective standpoint. This can help you avoid overreacting or taking things personally when someone shows disrespect towards you. Rather than becoming upset, it enables you to realize that disrespect is not a major concern in the bigger picture. According to the wise words of the Stoic Emperor Marcus Aurelius, our life is influenced by our thoughts. Through the use of perspective, you can acknowledge that most instances of disrespect are minor and temporary, and they do not diminish your true value or happiness. It's essential to understand that disrespect often arises from the other person's lack of knowledge, insecurity, or weaknesses, rather than your own faults. You have the option to overlook, forgive, or learn from disrespectful behavior, instead of letting it impact you. Perspective also helps you concentrate on what truly holds importance in life, your objectives, principles, and moral values. By channeling your efforts and time into meaningful endeavors, you can lead a more satisfying and tranquil life. Therefore, when confronted with disrespect, remember to apply perspective. It will aid you in maintaining composure and making wise choices. Remember that Stoicism doesn't mean suppressing emotions, but effectively managing them. By adhering to these principles, you can remain composed and resilient when faced with disrespect and impoliteness. 11. Maintain self-control. Practice self-control and avoid impulsive reactions when dealing with disrespectful behavior. Maintaining self-control when confronted with disrespect is akin to adhering to the Stoic philosophy's call for rational and measured responses rather than letting emotions run amok. Imagine this scenario. You're faced with disrespectful behavior, perhaps a confrontational comment or a dismissive attitude. Instead of immediately firing back with an impulsive reaction, you opt for self-control. You pause, take a breath, and collect your thoughts before responding. In this practice, you're acknowledging that impulsive reactions, driven by intense emotions, often lead to poor decisions and escalating conflicts. It's a recognition that while you can't control the behavior of others, you have full control over your own reactions. By choosing self-control, you're essentially applying the Stoic principle of being disturbed not by things, but by the view you take of them. You're not letting the disrespect provoke an immediate emotional response, but rather giving yourself the space to respond more thoughtfully and calmly. This practice demonstrates emotional intelligence and resilience. It shows that you're not easily swayed by external events, and you're capable of responding with wisdom and self-possession even in the face of disrespect. It's a practice that fosters productive interactions and preserves your own dignity, reflecting the essence of Stoic strength and composure. 12. Focus on what matters. Concentrate your energy on your goals, values, and virtues, instead of dwelling on disrespect. Focusing on what truly matters is an essential component of dealing with disrespect and resonates profoundly with Stoic principles. It's about channeling your energy into the things that align with your goals, values, and virtues, rather than getting bogged down by the negativity of disrespectful behavior. Consider this. You've encountered disrespect, and it's tempting to ruminate on the incident, letting it consume your thoughts and emotions. The Stoic approach is to shift your focus. Instead of dwelling on the disrespect, concentrate your energy on what truly matters to you. This might involve revisiting your personal or professional goals, reminding yourself of your core values, or reflecting on the virtues you hold dear. By doing so, you're embracing the Stoic belief that inner virtue is of greater importance than external circumstances. This practice is not about ignoring or trivializing disrespect. It's about recognizing that your mental and emotional resources are better spent on pursuits that contribute to your personal growth and well-being. It's a way of acknowledging that you have control over what you invest your energy in, and you're choosing to invest it in the things that truly matter. In essence, focusing on what matters is a practice that reinforces your commitment to your own goals and values. It demonstrates that you're not allowing disrespectful behavior to divert you from your chosen path. It's a reflection of Stoic strength and resilience as you continue to pursue a life that is in harmony with your highest ideals, irrespective of the negativity that may come your way. 13. Practice active listening. Listen to the disrespectful person to gain a better understanding of their concerns or issues. Active listening is a superpower, especially when it comes to navigating disrespectful encounters. It's about tuning in to the other person's concerns, even if their delivery lacks respect. In the world of Stoicism, this practice aligns perfectly with the idea of understanding and compassion. Imagine a situation where someone is displaying disrespectful behavior towards you. Instead of reacting defensively or shutting them out, you decide to listen actively. You want to understand the root of their concerns, even if they're masked by disrespect. By doing this, you're demonstrating that you're choosing to see the bigger picture. You acknowledge that the person's disrespect may stem from something deeper, perhaps it's frustration, fear, or a different perspective altogether. Active listening allows you to peel back the layers of disrespect and seek the underlying issues. This Stoic approach isn't about condoning or excusing disrespectful behavior. It's about fostering understanding and empathy. By actively listening, you're showing that you're not allowing their negative behavior to trigger a defensive reaction. Instead, you're choosing to respond with curiosity and compassion. Incorporating active listening into your responses is a practice that embodies Stoic principles of wisdom, compassion, and personal growth. It's a demonstration of your emotional intelligence and your commitment to more constructive and respectful interactions, even in the face of disrespect. 14. Maintain confidence. Remember that you are valuable and do not let disrespect affect how you see yourself. Being confident in the face of disrespect is an important virtue connected to your self-worth. It means recognizing your own value and not allowing disrespectful behavior to lower your self-esteem. When you encounter someone being disrespectful, whether through words or actions, choose to remain confident in your worth instead of letting their disrespect bring you down. This practice shows strength and affirms that your self-esteem does not depend on others' opinions or actions. Remember that disrespect often reflects more on the person showing it than on you. By holding on to your confidence, you are following the Stoic idea that your value comes from your inner qualities. This practice demonstrates your inner strength and your commitment to staying true to your beliefs, even when faced with disrespect. In essence, your confidence acts as a shield against disrespect, showing that you will not be affected by negativity from others, and that you can maintain your dignity and self-worth no matter what. 15. Keep your focus. Focus on personal growth and self-improvement, rather than getting involved in disrespectful interactions. Keeping your focus on personal growth and self-improvement is a powerful way to handle disrespect. This practice is rooted in Stoic wisdom, which emphasizes the importance of concentrating on your own development, instead of getting caught up in disrespectful interactions. Picture a scenario where you encounter disrespect and feel the urge to engage in an unproductive argument. Instead of being pulled into conflict, make a conscious decision to focus on personal growth. This practice is in line with the Stoic belief that your inner virtue is the highest good. By prioritizing your own development, you demonstrate your commitment to becoming the best version of yourself despite external challenges. Remember that you cannot control how others behave, but you have complete control over your own actions and reactions. By investing your energy in self-improvement, you uphold the Stoic principle that your true value stems from your virtues and values. This approach is not about avoiding conflict or disrespect. It is about choosing growth that leads to a more fulfilling and virtuous life. It showcases Stoic strength and resilience as you prioritize your development and well-being over unproductive interactions. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up, and if you are new here, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more lessons on Stoicism. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in my next video. To watch more videos, please check out the description box. Stay Stoic.